this is our goal. Can y'all see that? You'll see that. Can everyone see that? Can you see the goal? Can you see? What if I do it over here? I want to be like Vanna Ford. Like, I wish I could like do this and then it would like flip over, but that wouldn't work. Okay, so we on the magnetic board because we are doing what? Saving paper. We're gonna say hi to the people. They want to say hi to Milo. But let me tell them about this first, okay? As soon as I finish telling them about this, then we're gonna say hi to Milo. And Milo can say hi to the people. Okay? Okay. He licked his lips. That means yes. Okay, so we have a lot of goals. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you. He is ready to get up and get at it. Okay. Look, so we have 3 goals this time. We are learning how to make a rhinestone template. We are doing our best. Y'all look at my cap now. Look at that. Isn't that really nice? My secret Valentine made that for me. Hey, Hey, Monique. We are learning how to save the template as an SVG. And, hey, Marshall. And we are going to use Infusible Ink and Rhinestones together. Stop it. Okay, so we're doing all of those things. Now, let me let y'all say hi to Milo because he's doing the most. And then after that, right after that, we're going to do a giveaway. Milo, you got to say hi to the people. Are you ready to say hi to the people? Y'all, if you are using the recording sheet that's linked below the video, go ahead and you might want to print out like 2 or 3 copies of it because when I was making my list, I'm excited too, Kim. Thank you. When I was like writing out my list, hold on, he's very excited. This is like we're gonna be here for a minute. Okay, so hopefully y'all got time. I just look at my wrist and got time today. There's a whole song about, right? You never win, Christy? I'm sorry. Okay, so last night I was live in my Facebook group and he wanted a treat so bad that he actually jumped up in the chair. So let's see if he'll do that again today. Milo, stop. Stop it. Stop. You're doing too much. You're going to make me show them a video of you outside. We were just trying to have a good day. Go home. Go on. Get in the chair. Get in the chair. Get in the chair. Get in the chair. Come on, get in the chair. He did it. Y'all see him? Can y'all see him back here? Milo said, I would do anything for a treat. Milo said, I would do anything for a treat. Let me move this down. Let me see if y'all can see him. Y'all see him? Say hi to the people. Okay, you gotta say hi to the people. You being super good or not? You gonna make me show them the video footage of you outside barking at that dog. You want me to show them the video footage? Okay, because I will. You gotta calm down. You're gonna upset your wound. You gotta stay seated. You gotta stay in the chair. Stay in the chair. Stay in the chair. It's so super good. Is it super, super good? He does the most. He likes the chair. He does. That's true, Marshall. He does. Milo, you can't even wait. Me too. We in this thing together. We're all in this together. Hey, Ozella. Hey, Donna. He is a good boy sometimes. Mary, sometimes. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna let him sit here for a minute while I go over this. While I go over the things. So hopefully, y'all, I'm being like so super serious when I say this. Hopefully, you have either downloaded the link. I mean, downloaded the form from below, the note taking sheet, or you have a craft journal. So remember, I said this is my current craft journal. So like I wrote down all the steps, and I'm not going to write them again. But guess who's going to be writing them? Y'all. Okay, but here we're going to get into the first giveaway. So let's get into it. Logo one. That's what you are typing in. Logo one. And you have to be in the United States. You have to be in the United States. I'm so sorry. You have to be in the United States, okay? Have to be in the United States. Share, start. Have to be in the United States. Okay. Milo, do they have to be in the United States? Yeah. They have to live in the United States. You stretching on me? You're doing the most. Logo one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Logo one. Ozella Hardy. That's a familiar name. Yay, Ozella. Say yay, Ozella. She won, Milo. She won a logo. All right. Okay, get down. All right. So can someone type in the giveaway has ended. The giveaway has ended. The giveaway has ended. All right, the giveaway has ended. Congratulations, Ozella. Now let me tell you what you do since you won. You will email me. Well, I don't think you need to, Ozella. I think I have your mailing address. Yeah, unless you moved, then I already have your mailing address from the t-shirts. But if you have it, like if you've moved to a different address since August of 2023, then I don't have it. Okay. All right. We're going to do another giveaway at the pretty soon, but this is what we're making, and I'm going to give this one away. Okay. So this is Infusible Ink with Rhinestones. I was kind of happy that you're in the same place. Okay. I was kind of excited that it worked. I was very excited that it worked. Okay. So let's look at the materials. There are a lot of materials. And if you have downloaded the note-taking sheet or you are using your craft journal, there's a lot to write down, but I also have everything listed below the video. I'm going to show you that. And then I'm going to show you the materials, okay? Because these bags, I got these from Michael's, but you can only get them online. And they come in a pack of 24. And to me, it's a good deal. They are a very good deal. You can only get them online, but I'm going to show you all of that. Hey, is it Tanya? Is it Tanya? Tanja? Which one is it? Hopefully I said it right, because I don't want to mess up anyone's name. Okay. All right, let's click on that, and I'm going to show y'all whatever thing is everything. All right, let's skip that. Let's do that. Let's go her, and we will share a screen. Go here and here. And we will share a screen. Sorry about that. Okay, so look, this is us, right? That's me. You see my red cap. This is in real time. Oh, Shay, I wish I could finish. We're going to be here for a minute. We're going to be here for a minute. I can promise you that. It's going to be a while. So hopefully y'all have already had dinner because I have. Ha. All right. So look, if I scroll down right here, see below the video, look, if I look below the video where it says, hello, everyone, right? And I click on more. Y'all following along with me? Y'all following along? Thank you, Patrice CD. Y'all following along? Just had Chinese food. Okay, I had shrimp, leftover shrimp from last night. Okay, so look, it says, hello, everyone, blah, blah, blah. You will need Silhouette Studio, the business edition. This link right here is my affiliate link. Silhouette Studio, the business edition is what you need in order to get started with making your own rhinestone templates. Now, you can follow along with me through this full process. And at the end of the video, I'm going to upload the SVG for you to get the SVG, but I still want you to learn the process, okay? I'm giving you the SVG, but it's more important for you to learn the process than to just use somebody else's SVG, okay? All right, so you're gonna first thing is you're gonna download Silhouette Studio, the business edition. Right here is empty because I haven't put the link there yet, but I'm going to give you this SVG right here. I'm going to give it to you. I already made it, but I'm not doing it till the end. Okay. Hey, Lisa, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Linda. All right. And then this is the font that I'm using. I got it from Creative Fabrica. Okay. And then here's the note-taking sheet. It's the first sheet at the top. And then everything I'm using is down here. I suggest using the Cricut fine point blade. If you don't have the fine point blade, get yourself a fine point blade. We'll talk about that. Infusible ink. We're going to go through all the materials. This right here where it says polyester bags, these are the bags that I got from Michael's. They come in a pack of 24. In my opinion, it's a good deal. I'm not worried about y'all buying them all out because I already have 2 packs of 24 here. Before I ever share a link, I always buy it up. No, you're not going to get them all from me because I'm going to buy them before you. Okay. All right. So then look, there's the rhinestone flock that I get from Heat Transfer Warehouse. There's the KTM mask that I get from Heat Transfer Warehouse. There's the wax pen, the trim painter, and then here's all of my equipment. Okay. All right. So now everything you need is below the video. And if somebody comes in late, because sometimes things happen, people have good intentions. It's one flat rate, Kelly Wyant. It's one flat, you pay that $50 and you have it forever. Okay. If somebody comes in late and they're asking about it, then you just let them know everything you need is below the video. A lot of times people don't see the links below because they don't want to click on see more. But you have to click on see more. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. And we're back. Let's see if we're back. Thank you, Miss Parker. Okay. How are y'all feeling so far? We said hi to Milo already. We've looked at the links below the video already. We've done a giveaway already. I'm telling you, you're going to either need the sheets below or, have your journal so we can take notes. Now, I numbered mine and I got all the way up to before I stopped. I stopped on number 38. But that wasn't even everything. Okay. But we in this thing. Okay, so let's look at materials now. Okay, I have everything in this little container right here, and I want to show it to you. Okay, so first you need the Silhouette Studio Business Edition. You need the font to download from Creative Fabrica. I'll show you what that looks like, but you're going to need to go ahead and download that. You need rhinestone flock. Some people like to use other stuff. What are the qualifications? I don't know what that means. Some people use other stuff other than rhinestone flock. I don't. Now, if you already know how to work with rhinestones and you've cut it with cardstock or other stuff, use what you use. This is what I use. Okay, I'm showing you what I use. All right. You're also going to need KTM mask. I use this to transfer the rhinestones from the flock, the pink stuff, to the fabric. Okay. All right. You're going to need, so if you're writing this down, Silhouette Studio Business Edition, you're going to need the font from Creative Fabrica, flock, KTM mask. I'm using my Cricut for this. I'm actually going to be using my Cricut Explore Air 2 for this. Bring it up a little bit so y'all can see that. Look how beautiful that butterfly is. Okay, so there's my Cricut. I'm also using, I'm going to use two Cricut mats. Thank you, husband. Thank you, babe. You want to say hi to the people? Hi. That's husband. Hey, Gina. This is what the bags looks like when you get it. Now, it doesn't say Imaginate anymore because they don't make that one. I think it's called Make Market, but they come in a package of 24. And when you get them online, because you have to have them shipped, they are less than $2 per bag. Okay? It's not free. It's not free. I'm using green infusible ink, butcher paper, a lint roller, I'll use my brayer if I need to. This trim painter, you can get these from Lowe's. I was just in Lowe's the other day and I bought one of these even though I really didn't need it. A wax pen. This one came from Amazon. It looks like this. It comes with the pen and it comes with 2 replacement tips. Okay. What else? These are called template mats. You can get these. Hi, Diane. You can get these from the Baby's Booty. That's the name of her website. It's not free. And you just put your template on here after it's been cut. And you might be wondering, why would I need that? Because the template can be used over and over and over again. So like I've already cut this template and I put it on here because I can keep using this over and over and over again. So I'm not cutting out rhinestone flock every time I want to cut this template. I only have to cut it once. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to use SS10 rhinestones. I linked where I get mine from. I get them from Eve at the Baby's Booty. Now, I think for 99% sure, I'm going to be using green chrome. The first time I brushed that in, why do the police always drive by when I'm on live? That's questions in my head. Why do the police? Because where were y'all an hour ago? Nowhere? Okay. All right. Green chrome, hot fix rhinestones. A set like this, I think it costs maybe, I don't want to tell you, they're less than $20. Okay. It's less than $20 for a little thing like this. Okay. Green chrome. Because when I made this bag, I used coffee. See that? That's the color of those rhinestones. And I felt once I finished pressing it, I felt like I should have used a lighter color. So I'm going to use green chrome this time. But somebody's going to get this bag anyway. Okay. All right. Purple wax pens. That's the singing brayer, Amanda. That's the truth. All right. So that's everything I'm using except the heat press. But you could do this with, any heat press. Okay. All right. So y'all good so far? Good so far? How y'all feeling? Yeah, but do you like my hat? Do you like this? It's so good. It's so good. And if I start sweating, don't whoa, buddy. Little Kiki. Well, thank you, Turtle Dove. How many turtle doves in the 12 days of Christmas? 3 branches. Oh, 2 turtle doves. Where's the other one? I love that. 2 turtle doves. And where's the partridge in the pear tree? Hey, Annette. Thank you, Dee. Stop, Milo. Stop it. Stop it. I don't like that. Let me put him back, y'all. We're getting ready to get into, I'm going to show you the font, and then we're going right into Silhouette Studio. Come on, right here. Right here. Sit. Sit. You're doing too much. Way too hyper. Let me get him a treat, y'all. A different treat. Okay, before we go into Silhouette Studio, let me show you what I was saying about those blades. So these blades right here, you can still find these. Like I was in Hobby Lobby today. You can still find these fine point blades in Hobby Lobby. You can find them on Amazon. I'm sure you can find them in Michael's, probably even at Joann. But my suggestion is for you to get this. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you very much and welcome. All right, so my suggestion is for you to get the Cricut Premium Fine Point Blade. Cricut does not sell these anymore on their website. So they look alike, right? I'm not good at this right here, but these two things look alike, but they're not the same, right? This is the old blade. These are the blades that probably came with your machine if you got it maybe a year or 2 ago. These are the ones you should be getting. The premium fine point blade, that's the one that's linked below the video. Thank you, everything, Carla. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to go into Silhouette Studio. And for some portion of this, I will not be able to see the chat, but I will definitely be coming back to ask you how you're feeling. Now, I know I ask that a lot, and my moderators even made a little joke about it, but I'm going to keep doing it, okay? Because I like to know how you're doing. I like to ask how y'all are doing and to see if y'all have any questions. David, 50 lashes, okay? All right? Yeah, because I paid them good money. And when I say good, I mean good. Okay, because I don't like it. Okay, I got a check. It could be a drinking game. Look, how many times Delonda check? 1. The money is good. This is enough for you to retire, Patrice. Stop acting like it's not. Y'all, it's hard to find good help too. And let's just not even forget that, because she does too much. We're in Silhouette Studio. So right now, let me see what number this is on my list. Oh, I said I was going to show you the font first. Let me show you the font first. Let me show you that font first. Okay, so here's the font right here, Groovy Lucky. Okay, Groovy Lucky. That's the font that we're using. Because at first I was trying to find like a shamrock to add to the word lucky, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Let me just find one that already has it. Okay, so this is the font right here, and that's the one I've already downloaded. So I'm gonna stop sharing. Let me see. And in case y'all want to get that one, that's the font right there. I'm in my era. Okay. See the blade again? Sure. You did, David. That's awesome. Premium 5-point blade. So what I'm saying is, do not get this. Do not get the ones like this. See how this is silver and this one is gold? I'm saying do not get this. Hey, Boyd Apparel. Thank you for being here. Okay, do not. You see mine is still open. Get this one. And this one is $5, but you only get one. Okay. All right. Now we're going into Silhouette Studio. Now, like I said, you guys, for a few minutes, I won't be able to see the chat, but I'm going to go slow enough for you to be right there along with me. Okay. All right, let's see what it looks like. I'm going to remove myself from the screen so you can see it a little bit bigger. Let's do full screen and let's go back here. All right. Oh yeah, don't get those. Get the ones from below the video. All right, so I'm in Silhouette Studio, like I said, and I'm using the business edition. Now I know you really probably can't see it because it's up here behind. I don't know, you might be able to see it, but it's behind this where it says that we're live. Okay. I'm using Silhouette Studio Business Edition. The first thing I'm going to do when I get to Silhouette, Delonda, get your words together. Get your words together. Okay. Silhouette Studio Business Edition. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here in the right panel, and I'm going to make sure that my machine is set to none because I don't have I'm not sharing good enough. Y'all can't even see that. Hold on. Let me do a full screen so you can see it better. Let's do that. Let's share that, hide that, and go here. I think y'all can see that now. Okay, now we're here. All right, so let me see if I can make it's not even getting bigger, but over here in the right panel. Okay, so right here, this is called the page setup. My machine is set to none because I don't have a silhouette cutter. I have a Cricut and I have a Caesar Romeo. I don't have a silhouette machine. So my machine right here is set to none. For cutting mat, it's also set to none. For media size, I suggest just changing it to 12 by 12. Okay. Now, let me also say that a lot of this I learned from Patrice at Craftable Things. Patrice at Craftable Things, to me, I'm just going to tell y'all that I love her. I just love her. She taught me so much. And if you want to get started on your journey, this might help you a little bit, but what will help you more is, you know, taking her class. I know she's probably going to have a class coming up soon, but she also has classes on the Creative Fabrica website. Patrice at Craftable Things. Let me see if I can put her thing up here. And I also suggest you go subscribe to her channel because her right there, the one who's crying, she's always crying. Now, she does cry a lot. We got to see what's going on with her emotions. So emotions are not, we've got to see what's going on with that, but that's her. Okay. So right here, media size 12 by 12, and I didn't do anything else. Now I'm going to go over here because I already have the font downloaded, right? The font that I showed you, and it was called Groovy Lucky, right? So download the font first. That's number one. Number two is upgrade to Silhouette Studio Business Edition. So if you're taking notes, your notes should say download the font. Number two, Silhouette Studio Business Edition. The third thing I'm going to do is the third thing was open it up and then change the page size. I'm over here on the left. See where I'm hovering over here on the left? Y'all see where I am over here? Okay, so right here, I'm going to click on the A. Once I click on the A, I'm coming back to the 12 by 12 mat. And I'm going to type the word lucky. So Lucky. And I typed it with a capital L. You can type it however you want to type it. And you don't even have to use the word lucky. You can use whatever word you're planning to use, right? So I'm typing the word lucky, and I'm just going to make it bigger so I can see it. Now, what I want you to notice is around this word lucky, there's a lot of space. So even though on my mat it's saying that this is 6.344 by 2.7, that's not really accurate because there's too much space around here, but we're going to get to that. Okay. So I'll make it a little bit bigger. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do after I click on the A and I type the word lucky with a capital A on my list, I'm on number 7. Okay. On my list, I'm on number 7. So what I'm going to do with this selected is I'm going to come up here where I'm hovering right here at the top. That doesn't matter, Karen. That doesn't matter. Okay, right here at the top, right here, where it's like Arial font, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find that font. And I told you it's called Groovy Lucky. And it just changes it to Groovy Lucky. Okay. I'm still looking at this. I like the way this looks. I think it looks great. But I'm still going to go ahead and make it bigger. And keeping your media size on 12 by 12 is good because that's the size of a mat, right? That's the size of like your Cricut mat or most standard grip mats, right? Okay, so I'm on number 8, which is resize the text. Now this will, I guess this will depend on what size you want your template to be. But I suggest not going bigger than, I don't know, maybe 10.5. So I could keep stretching this out. But remember, this size is not really accurate yet because you can see like there's still a lot of space around it. It won't really be accurate until I ungroup it and then group it back together. Thank you, Diana. All right. So right now I just have this, this word and it's good. I think it looks fine like this, right? So now I'm on number 9. Number 9 for me is I am going to go right here. I've just right clicked on this and I'm going to click ungroup. But before I do that, let's look at this. Right now it's saying that the size of this file is 9.347 by 4.037. But I'm telling you that I'm going to ungroup this. I'm going to click ungroup. Can you tell that the size changed? Let me bring the view up. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that the size of the text changed or the size of the design changed? This is a more accurate size. Okay, Gina, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna bring it back down just a little bit, but right now I'm at 9.211 by 3.588. How y'all feeling so far? Good. Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right, so now that I have a more accurate size of this, of this design, remember I said I would bring it up to like 10.5. So I was, still make sure everything is selected and I would still go up, 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 right? Because we want this to be big enough. And when you add rhinestones to this, it's going to get even bigger. All right. So now we're at 10.5 by like 4.2. And I would still make it a little bit taller. I think, making it a little bit taller is good. Now I'm going to zoom in because I want to show you something. So if you look and you see that there are squares around each letter, right? Because these letters are ungrouped. The letters are ungrouped. They're not grouped together, right? And we know what ungroup means because that's a familiar vocabulary word that you would even find in Cricut Design Space. You know, when your image is ungrouped, right? It's really not connected, right? Thank you, D. So that's the same thing here. These letters are not connected. But what I would suggest you pay attention to, if you're not going to use this word, like if you, whatever word you're going to use, if you plan on changing it to use with rhinestones, my suggestion is once it's ungrouped, see how close the letters are or how far apart they are from each other. It's blurry on your screen. I'm sorry. Okay. So I can look at this and I can see that some of them are closer together than others, but I would still, yes, you have to have the business edition. I would still separate them more. So I'm going to click on this L and I'm going to just move it over by like 5 spaces. I'm using the arrow key on my keyboard. I'm using the left arrow and I'm going to move this over. I'm moving it like, well, I'll move it like 7 spaces. All right, so I'm gonna move the U over a little bit. Moving the C over a little bit. I don't want these to be anywhere near touching. Okay. So now I will select all of this and I will look at it again. And I would see, like, are they close together? Because to me, these boxes are like what is going to happen when I add rhinestones to this, or when I add a rhinestone outlet to this. Okay. So I can look at the L and the U and I can see it's kind of close, but I think I will be okay, but I'll double check, right? So I'm just looking at this. I'm just double checking to see, like, do I like the size? Do I think any of these letters are going to be touching? Because really, I don't want to have to move any of the rhinestones. Okay. Hi, Cecilia. Welcome and thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right. So now I'm looking at this and I think I'm good. All right. So now, all right, I'm going to move on to the next thing. What I'm going to do now is, yes, Miss Parker, exactly. So now you see how these letters are not filled in. I just have this red outline. What I'm going to do is go back over here to this right panel. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to come down to the 4th option, which is the paint option right here. And I'm going to fill this in. And I'm filling it in with green because that's the color of Infusible ink I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to click right here on green and I'm just going to fill it in. No, I'm not going to lie. I didn't move it, AB. I'm sorry, PP, that is blurry for you. Okay. So I have this filled in. I think this looks great. All right, so now I'm on the next number, which is to click on the offset. So what I would do, this is how I did it. I will go down here and let's see what number this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's the 13th option right here. It's a star with a star around it. Okay. It's the star with the star around it. Now you see my letters are still ungrouped. I still have them ungrouped because I want to be able to separate them if I need to. So I don't have them grouped. Thank you, Martin, for saying that. Let me just put that right there. Okay. How are y'all feeling so far? I'm on number 12. Thank you. Good. Okay, good. All right, so I'm on number 12 and I still don't have my letters grouped. All right, so now I will go down here to the offset and I would click on offset, right? My offset is set to 110. It's at 0.110. Thank you, C's Potentials. Thank you so much. Okay, so right here, I still didn't apply it yet. And you don't have to use this number, this 110. But let me zoom in a little bit because I want to show you something. All right, so I'm going to zoom in just a little bit because I want you to really pay attention to this. Now, if I look between the L and the U, I can see that nothing is touching. But look in between the U and the C. See right here, in between the U and the C where that red line is? That to me might cause a problem, right? So I would pay attention to that. Between the C and the K, that looks good. I don't think there's going to be a problem. And in between the K and the Y, I think I'm good. But what I would do is I would click cancel because I don't really want that offset, or I would just go to like back and I will undo that, right? Because I'm not ready to have that offset yet. Now, one thing about Silhouette Studio is that you can go all the way back. Okay, so because these are still ungrouped, I can move this. So like this U, I would move it over a little bit, and I will move this C over just a tiny bit, because when I do the offset, I don't want to have anything touching because I don't want to move any stones. I don't want to move any of my rhinestones. But that will also depend on the size of your offset. So to me, I'm using the size is 0.110, but you can use whatever size you want. Okay, so now I'm going to try it again. I'm going to select all of this again, and I'm going to click on offset again. Okay, so right here on offset, and I'm going to, the 0. Wait, no. Okay, so I think this looks, let's zoom in so we can look at it. I think it looks good. I don't think I have anything to worry about. I actually think it looks great. Okay, I think it looks great. I don't think I'm going to have a problem. I think it's good. Okay. So now what I would do, because I like this, and remember my offset is at 110, I would make sure I have the offset selected, and I would click object and I would group it. Let me make sure that's what I grouped. Hold on. I think that's what I grouped. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So the offset is grouped. All right. So I'm finished with this offset panel. Now, what I would also do with the offset, I'm on number 14. Number 14 was click apply to get your offset going. Number 15 is group the offset. And what we're going to do with it is change the color. So we're going back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change the color of the offset to black. And if you're following along, yours should look like this. Hey, Marta. Now let me stop sharing for 1 second and just check on y'all because I know that was a lot. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How are you doing? Good. Okay, Miss Parker, excellent. Yes, you're gonna group the offset and change the color. Good, Martin. Perfect. Good. Okay. Good. Shay. Okay, we back in that thing. We're going back in that. I'm going back in. All right, we on the entire screen. I'm going back in. If I ever, say too much, go too fast, stop me. Okay. 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 Perfect. All right. So here we are. We have our offset and we have our inner part, right? So now let me zoom out a little bit so we can kind of look at this, right? So now I was on number 15. So number 16, what I suggest you do is select this whole thing, the whole thing. I want you to select the whole thing and I want you to right click on it and I want you to duplicate it and then just move it over to the side. Linda Lowry, at the beginning, I said you might have to print more than one copy because this is going to take a while. That's what I said. And you might need to print probably like 3. I think 3 sheets will be kind of enough if you write on the back. Thank you, Leela. Okay. All right. So now I'm back over here, right? And we're back at where we have. Now, this part that I'm getting ready to show you is optional, but I think you should try it. Okay. This is optional, but I think you should try it. Okay. And the reason why I want you to do this part is so you will have a regular cut file and you will have one that is the infusible ink part or the vinyl part, and you will have one that also has the rhinestone outline. Okay, that's what I want you to do. But let me show you how to do that. All right, so let's go back over here to our duplicate. Right, this right here is the same as the one over there. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click on these green letters, the green part, and I'm gonna hold my shift key, green, 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 and I'm going to go ahead and group that now. So I have a green layer and I have a black layer, right? I have this green layer and I have this black layer, right? And I hope that's what you have too. Let me just go back to undo. Okay, so I have a green layer and I have a black layer, right? So now what I want you to do, and this is optional, but I want you to try it. I want you to select the green layer and the black layer, and I want you to go back over here to this right panel, and I want you to come down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, to the 12th icon right here where it says open the modified panel. And with the green layer and the black layer selected, I want you to click subtract all right here. Okay. And the reason why I wanted you to do that is because what we've made over here on the left, where I'm hovering right here on the left, what we've made is this is going to just be the regular cut file, right? So if I were to bring this into Cricut Design Space, all I basically have is the green layer, which will be the vinyl, and then I have an outline, and there's nothing behind the green layer. One thing for certain, we're not. Okay, one thing for certain, we're not, Patrice CD. Okay, so look, right? See how it's empty now? Y'all see that? Remember at first that black layer was filled in, but now it's not. Because when we bring that into Cricut Design Space and we want to just use it as a regular cut file, we don't need that black layer to be filled in, right? Because let's just say that black layer is glitter vinyl. We don't layer glitter on top of glitter. So we just need that to be an outline. And in order to do that, you have to subtract that inner part. How y'all feeling about that? It's like slice, Shay Shay. That's exactly right. But we're still not finished with this. It's not an SVG yet, but I'm going to show you. Okay. So now we have this. Now this was the original over here. We're going to work with this, but we're going to work with this one first. So I'm going to select this, both parts of this. Well, no, that's not true. I'm going to select the green layer of this, just the green layer, just the green. And I'm going to go to, Patrice is getting ready to get upset at me, but she's going to be all right. She's going to be all right. And I'm going to click on Make Compound Path. When I click on Make Compound Path, it took the color away from the white, but that's okay. I'm coming back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to change it back to green, just the way it was. And I'm going to go to the 5th option, which is the outline where it says line style right here. And I'm going to click on this one that looks like a I don't know, like an empty square. And I'm just removing the red outline. Okay. Thank you, Patrice CD. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the black layer. So here on the black layer, I'm going to go to Object, Make Compound Path. The color will go away. With the color gone away, that's okay. I'm coming back over here to the paint panel, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4th option. I'm going to change the color to black. And I'm going to go back to the 5th option, and I'm removing that outline. Okay. So now I have, this is going to be my SVG. So now I'm finished with this. This one is great, right? It is so good, right? So now I will go over here to File, and I will go to Save Selection, because the selection is whatever you have selected. I will go to Save to Hard Drive, and I will save this. So I will call this Lucky. I will say Lucky SVG, and I'm going to save it as an SVG. Lucky SVG. I'm just saving it as an SVG. So now I can go over to Cricut Design Space. Let's open Cricut Design Space and see if our file works the way it's supposed to work, right? So I'm opening up Cricut Design Space. I'm going to open it up. Let's see if it'll open. Cricut Design Space, please be good to me. Okay, I'm going to New Project, right? I'm going to click on Upload. I'm going to upload the image. Browse. I'm going to where I have it saved in my documents. I have it saved in my crafting documents. Remember, I called it Lucky SVG at 7:09 p.m. 2/27/24. This is the one I just made, right? So I'm going to click that. I'm going to click Open. There it is right there. I'm going to click Upload. It's a cut image. Let's click Upload. Let's click Add to Canvas. And I should have 2 layers because I have 2 colors. And if I ungroup this, right? Let's go back over here and ungroup this. I should be able to remove them and separate them. And I can change this to, blue, purple, red, whatever, pink, whatever, right? And because this is an SVG, I can resize this to whatever size I want it to be. I can make it really, really little. I can make it really, really big. You understand what I'm saying? And I can cut this. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling so far? Do you need to see anything again? Do you need me to repeat anything? And you know, y'all can always go back and watch it again. I want you to watch it again. I want you to watch it 100 times. Watch that thing from the what? Rooter to the tutor. All right. Imperfectly perfect designs. I love that. I love that name. All right. Good. Good. Y'all, you know, let me tell you something. I think YouTube don't want me to be great. Let me tell you why. Because people have been telling me they've been finding out they were unsubscribed from my channel and they didn't unsubscribe. I don't know why. I don't know why. But y'all gonna do a little quick story time and tell you what Peter said. My husband, what he said. I'm gonna tell you what he said. Because he has all the wisdom and the knowledge. I'm gonna tell you what he said. Thank you, Geneva. Yeah, you have to be subscribed to be in here commenting. Go ahead, turn on, make sure y'all will still subscribe. He said, you worried about the wrong thing. Keep going. He said, keep going. He said, do not be worried about that. And so I don't know how many, I'm not gonna get religious on y'all. Trust me, I'm not gonna get religious, but he was like, you worried about the wrong thing. And when I read my devotional today, this is what it said. Didn't tell what it said. It said, your gravest danger is worrying about tomorrow. If you try to carry tomorrow's burdens today, you will stagger under the load and eventually fall. You must discipline yourself to live within the boundaries of today. Keep your focus on my presence in the present. Isn't that so good? Oh my gosh. Okay, I digress. Let's go back. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going back in. All right, so we're finished with the SVG part. That part, remember I said that part was optional. So if you're not, if you don't even care about that part, like I don't care if I have an SVG, then don't worry about it, right? But if you care about that, then go back and follow that, okay? That's called Jesus Calling. It's a little devotional. You can get them everywhere. They cost like $5, okay? All right, so that's what I use it. That's how I do my thing, okay? How I do my devotional like that. All right, so I'm going back in, y'all. All right, and remember that part was optional, so don't feel like, Delonda, I don't want to hear that part, okay? Thank you. All right, so now we finished with this. We've already saved this. Now let's get into the other part of this, right? So now we're back over here to our original. Now, what Patrice was saying earlier was that, no, Donzel, that ain't it. What Patrice was saying earlier was that I should be using the panels at the top of the menu. I do use it sometimes. I just be honest, I don't use it all the time. But let me show you something. So right here where you see this, where it says line style, and all of this stuff over here, all of these icons, like these little icons, these are actually called, these are part of the panel. All of these are panels. So this line style is a panel. This fill is a panel. The page setup is a panel. The offset is a panel. All of these things are panels. So if I were to click on panels up here, these options right here actually match what's over here on the right. Okay, y'all following what I'm saying? You have that book, Greater Calvary? Okay, thank you, Rosalind. Okay, y'all understand what I'm saying about that? So when Patrice was, she was being a bully. She told me to do that. Use the panels. I didn't want to do it. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So now let's use the panel though. Let's go to panels and let's go and select this one that's called select by color. Now I'm gonna tell you how I use this because I really do use it a lot, especially once I get started with the rhinestone portion, because it just helps me. Right here, this one is called select by color. If I keep it on the by fill, then I'm able to select the colors that I need to at the time. So right now I can see that my black layer is grouped, but my green layer is not grouped. And how do I know it's not grouped? Because I can see the squares around it, right? Can y'all see that? You see the squares? Let me make this bigger. So I can look and I can see these squares around my green layer. So that lets me know that the green layer is not grouped. Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's right, Shay Shay. That's Shay Shay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So now what I want to do is actually, I want to group the green layer. So right here, I can select the green layer and I can go to object and I can group it. All right. So now, but what I'm going to do for now, and stay with me, I want this panel to stay open. Like I like to keep it open. But if I go over here to the right and select a different panel, whatever panel I select next will make this one go away. So Patrice taught me that in order to keep the panels that you want open, just move it to the other side. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to move this panel over here. And I'm going to select the rhinestone panel, So I'm scrolling down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's the 19th option. And it even tells you like rhinestone panel. I could just click that. See how now this panel is over here? Yes. Yes, David. Okay. Hey, Kawanda. All right. So now I'm on the rhinestone panel and I have the black layer selected. I'm on the rhinestone panel and I have the black layer selected. And what I want to do, and what I suggest you do, let me just say this before we even go any further. Let's select this whole thing again, right? Let's take this whole thing because you might need options, right? What I suggest right here is that you select everything and duplicate it one more time. We're going to pretend like this one over here doesn't exist, right? So I'm going to right click on this and duplicate it, and I'll just move this one over here, okay? So we have one of our files over here to the left that we've already changed. We turned that one into an SVG. And then we have this one over here to the right that is just exactly what we have on our work area. The select by color, I went to the top. To the panels up here, right here, where it says panels. And the option is select by color. Okay, Miss Watts. Okay, yeah. Can I keep going? How y'all feeling? Keep going. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Robin. All right, so now I'm coming back over here. We're working with this. We just have this one over here as extra, and I'll tell you what we can do with it, if you know, which will also be optional. All right, so I'm back over here. I want to have the black layer selected because remember, the black layer is really what I'm doing in Rhinestones. I'm not doing the other part of this in Rhinestones because I'm not efficient and good at that. It takes me a very long time to make rhinestone templates, and You just don't even want to know, okay? Because it's just terrible. But anyway, all right, so I'm on the black layer. And right here, I'm in the rhinestone panel. Right now, this circle, this first circle means no rhinestones. This second one, this second rhinestone effect means just the outline. So if I click on this, it's going to change the outline into a rhinestone outline. Okay? Right? If I were to try to have it filled in, this is what it would be a mess. And then this is another option. But we're only working with the outline today. All right? How y'all feeling? Patrice D. Okay. So now this looks okay to me, but I want you to keep looking, keep paying attention. Let's make this bigger. All right. So now we have it on the outline, and it says they have 10SS. They call it 10SS. I call it SS10. That's how I like to say it, but you can say it however you want to say it. You can call it whatever wasn't ever you want to call it, right? If I was using SS10 rhinestones, I would want this to be on the SS10 option. But when I look at this, I can see that these rhinestones are not very ooh, AB, I think you I think you used the two wrong letters. AB, get your letters together. Okay, so look, I can look right here and I can see these rhinestones are like, they're not really close together, right? And some of them are touching. But I don't keep mine on this spacing option of 0.039. I actually bring it down a little bit. So what I typically do is I'll delete the 39 and I'll bring it down to like 30, right? I'm still on the SS10 and let's see, I'll hit enter. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I got a little bit closer. 30 is still too far. I can go down to, let's say, 25. They're getting closer. They kind of look good. I'll move the ones I need to move, right? So I can go down to 20. I can even go down to 15. Let's go down to 18. So this right here is always going to be a matter of personal preference, right? Depending on how close you want your rhinestones to be to each other, right? With the outline. Now, I like this. Actually, I like this size. I think it looks fair enough. But I would go back here. I'm just telling you what I would do. I'm just telling you what I would do. And I would actually ungroup this. I will select all of this. Let me bring this down and show you what I'm talking about. I will select all of this and I would ungroup this. And I would start to move those letters apart. Now, this is also going to be a matter of personal preference because you can either just decide to move your rhinestones so they're not touching, or you can separate the letters a little bit more. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to just separate the letters a little bit more. So I have both parts of the L selected. And I'm going to just move it over a little bit, maybe like 3 or 4 spaces. I'm going to select the, both parts of the U, move that over a little bit. I'm going to select both parts of that C, move that. And let's see. I think the K was fine. I think I need to move that L a little bit more. I'm just using the arrows on my keyboard. So now I would try it again. So I would go back here to this panel where it says select by color, and I would select that black layer and I would check it before I group this back together, because it doesn't make sense to group it if they're still going to be touching. So I will select that black layer and I would go over here to outline again. And for the most part, they look good, but I can look right here. Look, right here. Now I can just move those because it's only a couple right here. I can move those and not be worried about it. Or I can, you know, move that U over a little bit more. To me, it's easier to move it once the when I don't have it on the rhinestone option, like if it's just a regular like this, it's easier for me to move it. That's just me. But if you are better at doing it, you know, a different way, do it in the way that works best for you. So what I would do is select that U and the both parts of the U, and I would just move it over a teeny tiny bit, maybe just like one or two spaces like that. And I think that's good. I really, honestly, I think that's good to go. Honestly, honest opinion, right? So I will select all of it again. Let me bring the view down. I will select all of this. Now, and I can look at this and I can tell that this is like super big. The width of this is already at 11. That's big. That's a big template. So I would bring this down, right? Because I don't want it to be that big. I would probably come down to like 10 point, let's say 10.7. Because even when I release the stones, it's still going to get bigger. All right. So I think that looks good. Now I'm going to go back up here to the black layer, and I think I'm good with the spacing. I'm going to go ahead and group it now. So I have the black layer selected. I'm going to go to Object and Group. I'm going to do the same thing with the green layer. I'm going to click on the green layer, and I'm going to go to Object and Group. So my black has one layer, and my green has one layer. And with the black layer selected, I'm going to come back over here and change the outline to the rhinestones. Now I still see a little bit right here, but I will just move that. So now I'm on number, let me see where we are. Change the outline. I'm on number 23. I'm on number 23. Hey, Michelle. Thank you, Benetta. Okay. So I would, you know, move this the way I want to move it. Now, right now, the spacing is on 18. If I was using like SS6 rhinestones instead of SS10, this will be the time where I would change it, right? So I could make it like this. You can see the rhinestones get smaller and it's more filled in. I love the way it looks. I'm just not good at brushing it in. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go back to SS10, and I would probably bring the spacing down to 15. Patrice says don't go to less than 15. All right, so when you're over here and you're making a decision about the spacing, don't go to less than 15. All right, so now what I would do, let me bring this view up, and I want you to see, I want to show you something. Right here, I can see that at the bottom, I need 411 rhinestones for this, just for this outline. This is where you will start to make a note of how many rhinestones are needed for your template, right? So when I'm making templates, when Patrice is making templates, when Marilyn is making templates, Demps or Eve, this is where we start to like pay attention to how many rhinestones are needed, because you're not going to always have this number available. Okay. So right now, without doing anything to this, without making any changes, I would need 411 rhinestones, but I'm not finished, right? So I will go right here to release rhinestones because I can't really move them yet. I would have to click release rhinestones, and then you're going to see a whole bunch of squares around the stones. So I'm making this big. So I want you to see those squares. See the squares around the rhinestones now? See those squares? Each stone has a square around it. See that? Bueller. Okay. I was like, oh, wait, did they leave? Did they go get dinner? Okay, Kawanda, thank you. All right, so you can see that. Now I'm gonna bring my view back down. Now this is where you would start to move the rhinestones after you have released the rhinestones. But that's also going to change your numbers, right? Because in some places we're going to delete stones, and in other places we're going to be adding stones, right? So like over here, I can look and see I need a stone in here, and I probably want to add one over here. I probably want to add two over here. So like I would, bring my view up, right? And I will start to look at this. Now, Patrice says to use the Alt key and just move the stone. So right here, like if I click on this rhinestone, I'm clicking on this one right here. If I hold the Alt key on my keyboard, I can get another stone and just drag it to where I want it to go. Okay, so I can just put this like that, and I can say, okay, I like that, or whatever, right? I can move them wherever I want to do it. But you can't move the rhinestones until you have already released the rhinestones. So now remember, at first I had 411, now I have 412. Can you do the whole process? I don't know what you mean. Can you do the whole process in Silhouette Studio without going back and forth? You wouldn't need to go back and forth. Yeah, I did that to show you what the SVG looked like, Karen. Okay. All right. So now I keep mine zoomed out like this. I mean, zoomed in like this, so I can see like if anything is touching, does anything need to be moved? Like, is there anything I'm concerned about? I think it's better to use your arrow keys to move the stones, because a lot of times when you use the mouse, it just, to me, it moves it a little bit too much. So like right here, this is kind of like, this is where you would start moving things around, to your liking. I'm just showing you how to do it. So like right here, I would click that Alt, and I would drag another one, Alt, drag another one, Alt, drag another one, right? And I don't want any of these stones touching the green layers, okay? Hey, Cynthia. Okay, thank you for saying that, to remind everyone to click the like button. I really, really appreciate that. All right, so keep on coming over so I can look right here. I can see these are touching right here. So I would click on this one. I'll use my arrow key, right? Use the arrow keys. It's better to me. That's just my opinion. But when you get into doing this, you're going to find, what works best for you. Because you might have a more steady hand than I do. It might just be, might be me. And I'm I'm okay with that. Like, girl, it's you. The problem is who? It's you, girl. So right here, you see what I'm doing? I hope that y'all are finding this helpful. So I will probably use my and I know the rhinestoneologists are like cringing, but I'm just showing you what works for me. Okay. So all of the rhinestone experts are probably scratching their nails on the on the chalkboard, like dying. But this is how I do it. Do y'all need it bigger? Thank you. Do y'all need it bigger? How to remove a stone? Just delete it. Click on it and delete it. Do y'all need it a little bit bigger? Because I know y'all don't need to see my face, honey. Okay, perfect. All right, because you just want to see me, honey. Okay, so all right, do this. Patrice, am I making you proud? Mama gonna be proud of me. I say, Mama gonna be proud of me. Mm, 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 mm. Right? So I'm just moving it, right? So I will be paying attention to all of this, right? And I'm not actually going to use this one. I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay? Because I already made the one that we're using. I'm just showing you how to do this. So I was, come over like these, I bring these in maybe. So, but if there's a rhinestone that you don't like, oh, I don't like the way this one looks, you just click on it, like you have it selected. See how this one, let me bring it and make it big so you can see what I'm saying. So like this one right here, right? This one has a square around it. If I don't like it, like let's just say I don't want it right there, I can just click it and then delete it. But I'm going to undo because I need it, right? I need it every day. Okay. See, y'all make me do that. I didn't even want to. But there's that. Right? So I will bring it out. Like I keep looking at it. Like, do I like it? Is it in a good place? Right? So I will probably try to fit one in right there. Maybe fit another one in right here. Maybe even another one right here. But I don't want any of them to touch that green. I would fix that. I will probably fix this. You can tell when they're touching because those two, the red outline, it'll show up very clearly. All right. So let's just say, for example, I wonder. We on fake news. That's me singing D. Okay. All right. So like right, let me make this big so you can see that. See right here. Let me make it bigger. No, I don't see the problem. I guess it's okay. No, it's not okay. All right. So let's just say, for example, I'm finished, right? I like it like this. I think it looks great, and when you're making yours is going to be perfect, right? Like mine is not perfect, but yours is going to be so fantastic and super and awesome. And I cannot wait to see it. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my heat press, right? I'm going to turn on my heat press to I'm actually going to turn on the heat press to 385 degrees because we're going to do the infusible ink part first. 385 degrees, 385, 385. So it can be heating up to 385. And I'm going to do 45 seconds. All right. So let's just say I like it like this. I think it looks great, right? Let's just pretend like I just think this is just so good, right? What I would do now, let me bring the view down a little bit. So one way to like double check yourself, right, is you can zoom it all the way out, like, and really look at it, like look at it, like, do I like it? Like, is it good? And then bring it back up. Like, is there anything I want to change? Anything I want to fix? Are there open places? Now, yes, there are places here that I would make perfect, but I'm not trying to make this perfect. My goal is to show you the process. Okay. So just so that when you make yours is going to be perfect. So like I would probably fill this in a little bit more. I might even fill this in a little bit more, right? I would, straighten these up. So like this one right here at the bottom right here where I'm hovering, I can look and tell that one might be a little bit, of an area of contention, right? Like it's like you giving me drama, right? And I might even add one down here. So what I would do at this point though, if I like this, let's just say I like it and I think it's great. What I would do, this is what I would do, me, Delonda. I would go back here to my select by color and I would select the black layer. And I want y'all to pay attention to this part. This part is very important. I would select the black layer and then I would look, or whatever color yours is, and I will look and see how many rhinestones are needed for that layer. So right now, I'm looking at this and I can say 434. So if this were actually my real file, when I'm making a template of any kind, and y'all have seen that I have a lot of templates in my Etsy shop. Shout out to my Etsy shop. What I would do is I would write down black layer. And I would write down 434 rhinestones. Because sometimes when you buy rhinestone templates, you want to know how many rhinestones you're going to need. So if you are going to get in the process of selling rhinestones, you want to be able to tell your customer you're going to need however many stones for that project, right? So I would write that down. But I would also write down the size, the length, the width and the height. So I would write down width, and the width of this is 10.826. Thank you, Marilyn. 10.826 by 4.800. 4.800. Why am I writing that down? Why am I writing that down? Why am I writing the number of rhinestones and the width and height of that black layer? Why didn't I do that for the green layer? Yes. Yes. Meredith, I'm sending you a DTF transfer. Yes, 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 yes. Because when you are using a rhinestone template, the size of the template can't be changed. And if you are going to purchase a template, you need to know what size it should come in when you bring it to Cricut Design Space, when you bring it to Leonardo Design Studio, or whatever software you are going to use to cut it. So when you see someone making a template, or when you get into making templates, you need to know how many rhinestones for each layer, and you also need to know the size of the outermost layer. Okay? You need to know the size. Now, it doesn't matter what size the inside part is, because that's not the size of the template. The size of the template is that black layer. Okay? All right? So now I have that. My black layer is 434 rhinestones. And I would, in my Etsy shop, when you look, you're going to see, if you've purchased anything from me, I tell you how many stones are needed for each layer. And I also, and Patrice does, she taught me that you should always tell, like, what is the width and the height. Okay. All right. So I'm going back, and now I have that. This is the important part. What do you do when you purchase a template? Nikki, I was about to be sarcastic. You reach out to them. But I would, now that's a word of caution, Nikki. I would not be purchasing from anyone who doesn't tell me what size the template is, because you need to know that. Because a lot of times, let me stop sharing for a second and say this. I want y'all to really hear me good. I really want y'all to hear me good. Y'all, when you purchase something from Etsy or whatever website, wherever you purchasing from, read the reviews. Be very careful about purchasing from places like that. And if you are purchasing a rhinestone template and they don't give you the size, sometimes people are selling somebody else's template, which they should not be doing. So like on mine, it says you do not have permission to sell my template, right? Nobody should be selling my template. So if they don't know the sizes, because it's probably not their template, I would not be purchasing from them. And especially if they can't tell you the size. But what I have found is that when you upload a template into Cricut Design Space, oftentimes it will come in, it'll be off by like a small amount. So like, let's say, for example, this is 10.826. A lot of times it'll come into Cricut Design Space at 10.825. And you might think, oh, it's not a big deal. I changed mine to make it exactly what it should be. Okay. So just be careful about that. Okay. That's my word of advice, y'all. Be careful about that. You should know the number of rhinestones for each layer, and you should know the size of the template. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for saying that. All right. Okay. I'm going back in, y'all, because we're halfway through. We're halfway through. Okay. We're halfway through. All right. Hopefully it's not too much. I know sometimes I don't know, it's a little bit overwhelming. Okay. All right. Thank you, Aunt Wanda. All right. So I'm on the black layer, right? And I know I need 434 rhinestones. What you should do at this point with the black layer selected is go to Object and Group. When you group it, it's going to remove all of those squares. So instead of all of those squares being 434 individual things, right? Because if you were to bring it in the Cricut Design Space as without grouping it, that would be 434 layers, right? That would be 430. That would be a lot, right? So, excuse me. Now I have one layer, but I'm still not finished. After you group it, you have to convert it. So you have to make it a compound path. So go right here to Make Compound Path, and it'll remove the color just like it did when we made the SVG at the beginning, right? So the black lines are gone, the black circles are gone. It would never load, Elba, right? So you're going to fill it back in. So come back over here to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the fourth panel on the right, and you're going to fill that in with black. And after you fill it in with black, remember to remove that red outline. So come down one. So right now we're on the fourth panel. Come down to the fifth panel, which is the line style panel, and come over here to the right and remove that red outline. So now that's finished. Okay, so the black layer is finished. We still have to make the green layer a compound path. Okay, because the green layer is going to be its own thing. Remember, the green layer is going to be that infusible ink. So I'm going to click right here on Select by Color, and I'm going to go to Object, and I'm going to make it a compound path. I don't know, Mary Brown. I've never done that. And then I'm going to, so it'll remove the color, and I'm going to come back over here to the fourth option. I'm going to bring it back in at green. You can, I mean, it could be any color. It could be pink. It could be yellow. It could be whatever color you want it to be, right? But I'm just bringing it in at green, right? And then I'm going to remove that red outline. Okay, so now I'm finished with this. Stephanie, we've been on here for an hour and I like to say an hour and 35 minutes. Patrice might know, or Marilyn might know what would happen, but I don't really care to know that. I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm finished with this, right? Right, I'm finished with this. So I have my green layer and I have my black layer, which is the outline. So what I would do is, hey Kelly, is I will select both. I will select the outline. Oh, it's just a guide. Oh, okay, I don't know. I didn't care to know that. All right, so I will select both, and then I will go to File and Save Selection. Not Save As. Go to Save Selection and go to I'm just saying what I do. I save it to my hard drive, and then I would call this Lucky, and I would give it the size. So the width would be 10.826 by height 4.800, and I will go to Save As SVG, and I will click OK. So now, oh, okay, it's just a guide. She said it doesn't affect it at all. She just gets rid of it. I would thank you because I didn't know that either. And then Patrice, can you explain what a compound path is? To me, it's just like a layer. Thank you, Kindred Spirit. Thank you for saying that. Okay, so now I'm finished with this, right? So if I wanted to bring this into Cricut Design Space, this exact one, I can. Now, it's not good, it's not perfect, but the goal is to show you how to do it, right? Because maybe your word is not lucky. Maybe because a lot of people don't like to use that word. People like to use blessed, right? That's why I didn't put it on a shirt. It's on a back, baby. Okay. All right. So that's that. So I could, I'm finished with this now. And if I wanted to, let me show you. I could open Cricut Design Space. Let's delete this one. That was the first one. Right? I can click upload. I can go to upload image, browse. I can go to my documents. I can go to my crafting documents. And remember, I just made that at 752 Lucky 10.826 by 4.800. I can open. There's the file. I can click upload. There it is right there. I can add it to my canvas. It's 2 layers, right? I can ungroup it, but let's look at it first. Let's see. So now if you look at Cricut Design Space, it actually brought this in at 10.827. If that happens to you, click the unlock option right here at the top. If you bring a file into Cricut Design Space and it comes in at the wrong size, unlock it and then change it to the right size. So this should be 10.826 by 4.800. All right, and I can tell I have my 2 layers, right? This is going to be my rhinestones, and this is going to be my infusible ink. I can click make. I'm not going to save it because I don't really need to save this. And I will be ready to cut this. So I will cut my rhinestone flock right here. And when it came time to cut the infusible ink, I would mirror this, right? And I would put the infusible ink on the mat. Okay. In the byline. I don't know what you're talking about. In the byline, why do you have 2 green? Hey, Tracy. I don't know what you mean, Karen. I'm not resizing it. I'm putting it back to the size it should be. But that's a good question. Close out everything, Stacy, and then come back. Like close it all out. Close out YouTube and come back. Yes. Oh, I don't know. I don't understand that. Right. You can't go bigger or smaller. It should be the exact size. It should be the exact size. Hi, Regina. All right. Silhouette Studio. Oh, I guess because I changed the color. Right over here. Talking about over here. Okay. When somebody says carry on, they want you to keep going. Okay. Carry on. Interesting. All right. So we good? All right. So I'm not using this one. I just wanted to show you how to do it. And I've already taken it all the way into Cricut Design Space. Okay. All right. We good? Carry on. I'm going to start saying it to Peter. Carry on. I like it. This is great. Okay. All right. So I can close this out. Oh, but what I wanted to show you about this, right? This was our extra, right? This was like the replica of this one, right? If I wanted to, make this one into like SS6, because sometimes when you're selling templates, some people love SS10 and some people love SS6. I don't know what's wrong with them, but we can't worry about it. All we can worry about is ourselves. Okay. But if you have this extra over here, you can make this one into an SS6 without starting all the way over, right? So I have this one and it's the replica of this that I've already finished over here, right? So I can click over here and on the black and I can go back to my rhinestone panel, right? I could bring that rhinestone panel over here and I could, change the outline and I could change this to SS6 and I can bring it in, like to like 13, because with SS6 you can come into 13, right? I can do that, right? And I see I need 540 rhinestones, right? Let's just say I was finished with this, right? I like it like this. It looks great. I'm not going to move anything. I'm not going to change anything. Let's make it big so we can really look at it. But this way you'll have both and you're not trying to start over again. Like, how can I make this an SSC? Blah, 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 right? You can move it. You can release the rhinestones, but still paying attention to where you have like your number of rhinestones and also paying attention to the size of the template. Oh, that's too much. Carry on, Peter. Go get me a drink. A little beverage, honey. Okay. All right. So, right, I could fix this. I would have to release the rhinestones, right? And get all the squares around it so I can start moving it, right? It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute for it to release. Let's see. Let's see if it's thinking about it. And if this is like hashtag team too much, y'all could just tell me, right? Like, okay, Delonda, we got it. Like, it's too much. Right? So I can see all these squares around this, right? And I can start to move these once I have the squares around it. So I can like move it in like that, move that one in. I would do the same thing over here. right? You see what I'm saying? This is all. This is all I would do. And then, you know, I double check it, blah, 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 blah. You get where I'm going with this. Thank you, Patricia D. All right, so I have everything. If I want to add another stone, I'll do the alt thing, right? Add another one right here. I might even add another one right here. I might fix that. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Nah, me. What if I talk like that? Nah, me, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is so good, right? Right, so I would have it all, and then I would, you know, double check. So I'm zooming back out and get a good look at it. Like, do I like it? Is it good? Do I want to fix anything? Do I want to change anything? Right, so I could like move this. Like, this file is not going to be perfect, but I'm just showing you what I would do if I needed to create an SS10 and an SS6. I would have a duplicate so I'm not starting over. All right, so let's just say I like it like that. I'm going to come over here. Right? I think it's great. I think it's so good, right? I think it looks good. I need 534 rhinestones for this. I would know that. I would select that black layer. I would group it. After grouping it, I make it a compound path. Like, I would do all the things, right? So let me bring that down. Let's just move this one for now. And let's bring this over here. Right? So I can look at this. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So now this is my SS6 rhinestone template of the SS10 rhinestone template, right? And I will select the black layer and I would click on group, and it's going to bring it all into one layer. And then I would click on that object again, and I would make it a compound path. Remember, once you make it a compound path, that's going to take the color away. We don't need that red outline for any reason at all. And then we would come over here and fill the color back in. Let's fill the color in with pink. I think that's so super cute. Oh my gosh, I might even use magenta. I might even use magenta because it's just cute. Oh my goodness. What made me do that? I don't know, but I'm loving it. Okay, it's just cute like that. All right, so I could change it to pink, and then I would be, you know, I would have, at this point, I would have written it down, right? I would say, okay, so the size of my SS6 template, my SS6 template is 10.958 by 4.902, and I need however many 543 rhinestones, right? Whatever I needed. And then I would save it. I would save this. I would go to File, Save As, and I would save this as Lucky SS6, right? SS6 10.958 by 4.902. And if I was listing this for sale, like if I had an Etsy shop, which I do, shout out to my Etsy shop, I would list this as an SS6 template. I would tell people the size they need. I would tell them how many rhinestones they need. And I would make sure they know, be aware of what you're purchasing. This is an SS6 rhinestone template that requires SS6 rhinestones, right? Because they don't need to use SS10, right? Okay. All right. That pink does look good. No, ma'am, Kelly. No, ma'am. All right, so we good? Now this is actually cute. It's cute, but now if I were cutting this, I would probably add some more rhinestones to it. If y'all want this, I'll leave it somewhere for y'all to get it, like just because you just want to just brush in SS6 rhinestones. But I'm not in my SS6 era. I am not in my SS6 era. Okay, so but let me just go ahead and do that. So let's go to the green layer. Let's see. Okay, so I'm on the green layer. I'm going to go to Object, Make Compound Path. The color is going to go away. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to change it back to green. And I'm going to go to this line option. And I'm going to remove that red line that I don't need or want. And then I will have both of these selected. And I would go over here to File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive. And I will call this SS6 Lucky. I would say just SS6 Lucky, and I'll call it the W would be 10.958 by height 4.902. And I would save it as an SVG, and I would click OK. And I would cut it. And then now this wouldn't be a perfect template because, you know, there are still a lot of places where there needs to be some rhinestones, like they need to be filled in. But those, you can really fill those in by hand. Like you can just add them to the top of the template, right? Okay. All right. So we're good. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to stop sharing because we're getting ready to get into Cricut. We're going to have the Cricut cut this, and we're going to press it and everything. Okay. How y'all feeling? Good, Nikki. How y'all feeling? Good. Okay. Super. Okay, great. This is great. All right, so I have my bag. I'm going to do all that stuff. I already have the template cut out, but I'm still going to cut it again. I want you to know that the template takes 17 minutes, okay? The template takes 17 minutes to cut it. You need to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but I had to because it just took that long. I just had to say it, but that's what I had to do. You need to cut it. I like it. All right? You feel, Tish, you better be over there feeling smarter. Okay. That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria's Creations. Watch it 33 more times. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to use my 100 Cricut mat. I'm going to turn it this way. Wait. 100 Cricut mat. And we'll do a giveaway. Okay. We'll do that. And I'm actually going to cut the Infusible Ink first because I can be pressing that first, right? Because this is gonna take a minute, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And we're using green because green for luck, right? Green for luck. Green for luck. But man, y'all, I really want to try fuchsia chrome because that pink and green hit different. It really did. That pink and green really did something to me. Do y'all know that I wear glasses, and if we were in person, I wouldn't be able to see you? I'd be like this. Like you. True story. I ain't lying. I'm not even gonna hold you. Okay, let's go back to Cricut Design Space so I can show you what I'm talking about. I have to crack myself up. I'm just telling you. I don't know why it happens that way, but let me click cancel right here and hide. And this go to new replace. I'm just telling you, I cannot see. I can see this computer, but baby, if we were in person, I'd be like, what? What is it? Okay. All right. Uploads. I'm uploading the one that I'm sharing. And I think it's this one right here. Let me see if it's this one. I hope it's this one. Let's see. Add to canvas. Let's see. No, that ain't it. That one is a little different. It's a little different. That ain't the one. Let's go to undo and upload again. Let's try. I think it's this one right here. We'll go with this one. We're gonna go with this one right here. Let's click make. I don't want to save it. I don't need to save it. I'm gonna just click make. All right, so we're gonna cut out. Well, you know what? Let me cancel. Let me just do a different one because I already did this one. Let's go to upload. Let me look at this one more time. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I think it's great. 10.8 by 4.75. Let me make sure 10 point. I don't even remember doing that one, but okay. Let me look at my sizes again, y'all. Hold on. Documents. The thrill that you feel crafting. Crafting documents. Lucky. Oh, okay. It should be 10.798. This one should be 10.798. 1 second, y'all. 10.798 by 4.902. No, that's not the right one. No, that's SS6. No, that's not it. 10 point. What is this one? 10.798 by 4.746 against that one. Okay, let me look at it one more time. This should be, let me unlock it, 10.798. So I'm going to go to 10.798 by 4.746. Okay, so now it's good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click make. And I'm going to get this cut out. But I'm going to start with the Infusible ink first. Now with the Infusible ink, hey, Bridget Porter, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror this. And I'm going to click continue. I'm not mirroring the flock, though. I'm not mirroring the rhinestone portion of it. Now for the Infusible ink, I'm actually going to choose Infusible ink. And it's going to tell me to mirror this. Here's my green mat. Let me stop sharing so you can see that. I'm going to put now Infusible ink, when you take it out of the package, it's going to look very dull, right? It's going to look very dull. It's okay. Put it on the mat with the ink side showing. This side is what should be on the mat, okay? So it's going to be mirrored and it's face up on the mat. Mirrored, face up. And I don't even know what number we're on at this point, okay? But I blame you. Who do I blame? You. I blame you. I blame you for that. Brayer. I'm going to let y'all see that. Ooh, this is bad, y'all. It's a little bit wrinkled. I hope it cuts right, but we'll see. All right, let me bring this up. Y'all see it? This is bad. Look at all those wrinkles. Let me see if I can fix that. I'm going to use this one because that one is a little bit too wrinkled. I'm a little bit worried about it. Brayer mic. So I have the heat press heated up to 385. And, oh, this one is wrinkled too. Holy water. This box was already open. I'm using my Cricut Explore Air 2 for this. That's good enough. turn it this way. Hopefully I'll be able to see it. Let's see it good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the word lucky. I'm using the Infusible Ink transfer sheet setting. It is mirrored, okay? And I'm gonna press go. On my Cricut, I keep my dial on my, this is my Cricut Explore Air 2. I keep my dial on custom. I don't even think it can change. I don't ever change it. I keep it on custom. It's been on custom forever. Okay, sit down. Sit down. All right, and then I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna press the flashing C. Okay. How do you prevent wasting material? So I'll just cut away what I don't need. Not wings in the purse. So while that's cutting, I'll be preparing my other mat for the flock. That chills, that you thrills, something, 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 something. That's all I know. Groove is in the heart. 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 Well, thank you, Michelle. All right, y'all can see that it cut. I'm pretty sure it cut all the way through. I'm going to trust that it did. So I'm just going to remove this, right? So I can just press the arrow to remove it. And right, I can see that it cut. So what I do is I just don't do this if you're afraid you might cut through your mat, but I'm going to just cut this off with my little finger knife right here. I'm just going to cut that off. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't know the words. Groove is in the heart. That's all I know. The chill, that you thrill, something, 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 something. That's all I know. That's I don't know. I don't know the rest. They might not even say chill, that you thrill. That's just what I say. I saw that. I saw $2.99. I didn't end up buying any because I don't need any. All right, so I'm gonna weed this while the flock is cutting. So let me just take this off. And I can put this away because I'm finished with this. Where did I get the finger knife? Hobby Lobby. Got from Hobby Lobby. And it comes with like 5 blades. So I was like, that is a deal. All right, so now let's go back to the Cricut. And this is my flock. The flock is on the mat with the fuzzy side up. The squares, I keep mine with the backing on it. You can cut it with the backing off. You can cut it with the backing on. You can do it however you do it. This is how I do mine. I keep the backing on it. Now, before I insert this, let's go back to Cricut Design Space so I can show you my settings. Okay, let's go back in and show you my settings. I'm telling y'all we're going to be here for a minute. Okay, we're going to be here for a minute because I want you to see everything. Okay. We're back in Cricut Design Space, right? And I'm going to this mat now, right? Let me click hard right here. So I'm going to change my settings. I'm going to browse all materials. I'm going to use the one that's called heavy cardstock So I'm just going to go up here to search and type in heavy. I'll just type in heavy and I go to heavy cardstock and done. And I'm going to keep it on the default pressure. Now, before I actually insert the mat, I'm going to take the blade out. I'm gonna use that foil. Where's my foil? Right here. Let me stop sharing so you can see it. I'm showing y'all the ruler, right? Here's my foil. Here's the blade. I'm gonna open, like you can see, like you can even see stuff that's already on the blade. Just poke it through there, right? Poke, like with the blade poked out. This is one of those premium blades. This is not the basic one. You see how it's gold? See how it's got that gold tip? Gold. With the blade poked out, punch it through there, right? I don't know, do it like 20 times. I'm not counting, but okay. Then put the blade back in. Now I'm ready to put the mat in the machine. I'm telling y'all, this is going to take 17 minutes. I'm a ruler to the tutor, baby. We don't play. We get all the way in that thing. All right, so now I'm ready to cut this. So I'm going to press the flashing C, and I'm gonna start letting this let this start cutting. Now, when I tried this earlier, I'm telling you, it took 17 minutes. Okay. Heavy cardstock, default pressure. So here's my infusible ink. So I'm gonna start weeding this with infusible ink. All I want to still be on this clear. This is the clear backing. I want the stuff that I'm going to press on the bag to still be on here. All right, so but everything else, I'm going to take it off. I may or may not have turned my heat press on too soon. I used to feel bad about staying on here long, but honestly, y'all, I don't, because I feel like I'm going through all the details, so we don't finish confused. Okay, so I'm just taking all this off. When you finish watching a tutorial with me, you should know how to do exactly what I just did. That's my goal. So like, I have goals for you, I have goals for myself. And my goal is to get you through the tutorial so that you can do it. I want you to feel like you can do it. That's like a really, to me, it's a big compliment. All right, so now I have this, right? Now what I do with this, what I did with this the first time, let me show you. See these little shamrocks around here? These, like that. Wait, I'm not good at this. This one and that and this one and the other ones, right? What I did with it before is that I removed them from here. So like each one of these letters has a shamrock in it, right? So I just took them out. So I'm gonna take this out, because remember, it's gonna be rhinestones in there. So carefully take those out. I'm just taking them out. Taking them out. Taking them out. Taking them out. And this is just optional. You don't have to do this part. As the whole thing is optional, right? So then what I did was I just stuck them other places on this backing so that I could press it all at one time. So what I did was I made sure I didn't get close to the letters because I know the rhinestones are going to be close to the letters, right? So I just started sticking them in different places, right? So I'm going over here. I'm making sure it's on the right side, right? So I might put one up here like that. And I might get another one and put it, you know, in another place, like down here somewhere. So I'm just not throwing them away. You could throw them away though, right? If you're like, I don't want no shamrock because it ain't even 4-leaf clover. You know what I mean? Like you could, like, I don't want to do it, Delonda. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. No pressure. You will not get any pressure from me. Pressure? I don't know the words to that either. Okay? Look, putting it up there. But you can put them however you can put all 5 of them on one place, but I'm just doing it like that, right? So I just stuck them and I made sure they're face the right direction, right? Can y'all hear me? Because I know this is loud. I don't have a Cricut Maker 3. I have a Cricut Explorer. And this thing gonna have to die before I get a Maker 3, okay? Research, you understand me? Okay, so I got that. Now I'm ready to press the bag. I can go ahead and press this on the bag. So I'm gonna get the bag. Here's the bag. This bag is 100% polyester. The link for the bags is below the, look at me looking around the machine. Let me see if I look on this side. Hey. Girl, you're so crazy. Crazy, insane, crazy. Girl, you crazy. She's crazy. I got some butcher paper. Butcher paper. Do not email me talking about Delonda. Can I just use parchment paper? First of all, no. And second of all, no. Butcher paper. When you think of me, think of butcher paper. Okay, butcher paper. We're gonna put that in there, right? Very, very sneaky. Do y'all remember that night when I did the when I did those socks with the infusible ink, and that lady was like, can you stretch them out? Can you put them on your hands? And then I just bust out and started dancing. I watched that thing like 15 times. Because what made me do that? What prompted that type of behavior? What would make me do that? I don't know. Nothing. Okay. Anyway, look, I'm gonna put this butcher paper in this bag. Y'all giving me drama. Milo, are they giving me drama? You're giving me drama. And what do we do with drama? Save the drama for your mama. Don't look at me like that. I'm not your mama. Who is your mama? I never met her. Do you look like your mama or your daddy? Which one? Which one? You don't know? Okay. All right. Me either. Me either. Okay, look, I got the butcher paper in here. I'm getting ready to press this. Let's go. Look at Cricket trying to. Cricket, you better be over there trying to show out for the people. You better be over there doing it fast this time. And you better not have a whole bunch of flock dots, Cricket. Look at you. I'm not getting rid of you. You're still good. Really good. I don't know why I was talking to the machine, but don't worry about it. Okay, look. Why is the thing Cricket? Okay. Look, okay, we're going over here now. Okay, so can y'all see that? Y'all can see that. I'm getting ready to press this. I'm getting ready to do a lint roll first. Do we do a lint roll? Yeah, we do. We lint roll. Do we lint roll? Do you have lint? Do you know what lint is? Do you get on my nerves? Yes. Do you get your lint rolls from Dollar Tree? Don't do it. Okay, lint roll, lint roll. Lint roll, lint roll. This is going to be really good. I'm giving this one away too. I might, because it's just so good. Okay. Pre-press. Let's do 10 seconds. I was going to sing again, but I'm not going to. All right. Now we got where's our Infusible Ink design? It's going to be so good. Look at this. Look at that. That's going to be so cute. Oh my gosh. Marlo, this is getting ready to be cute. If you had thumbs, you could carry this to the store. But you don't. And that's the problem. That's the problem, Milo. You get yourself some thumbs and we can talk about it. You guys want to get some thumbs? Okay. All right. We're doing 385 for 45 seconds. I was talking to Milo. Okay. All right. Let's see how Cricut did. Look at this. This is so good. Let's see. Let's see. Don't you get in front of any of these people and embarrass me. I'm over here talking about premium fine point blade, and then you don't cut right. You better cut like you got a gold tip. We're going to see. Marlo, we're getting ready to see if it worked. Oh, yeah. Hold on. If I could ever start peeling. It didn't cut. Look at that. It didn't. This is terrible. This is awful. This is terrible. Look at that. You're getting replaced in the morning. This is terrible. Let's try this side. Let's see. Maybe it did better on the other side. Did I have my blade all the way down? This is awful. This is terrible. Now I gotta sit here and pick these dots. Who gonna clean up all these flowers? That's awful. That's terrible. You done sat here in front of all of these people and made me like a fool. Like I just made that up. It cut, but not good. That's terrible. Well, I'm gonna see what I can do. That's terrible. I ain't turning on no Romeo. I'm about to stick this to this mat. And we're gonna work. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. is your... That's all I know. We got to stick this to this mat, and it's about to do what it's about to do. You cut, just not good. Look at that. That's terrible. It only works when it's not on camera. I don't know. That's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're going to be on Snapped as the victim. Ma'am, would you care to tell us what happened to the machine? Don't worry about it. It was a hot Tuesday evening. I was sitting here minding my business, trying to do what I do. Sent a file to the Cricut to do what it's supposed to do. It didn't want to do it. It wanted to act funny. And I snapped. Ma'am, did you have to throw the machine out of the window? Yes. Did you know somebody was out the window right there where you threw it? No. But they shouldn't have been there anyway. That's their fault. I ain't gonna look out the window before I throw something out. Y'all, I'm just so crazy. I don't know. I'm serious. This machine gonna be on Snap. It's gonna be the first non-human victim. Then it's gonna be all these Cricut rights advocates. She did not have to do that to that machine. What did that machine ever do to deserve that? Didn't cut. Didn't cut. You brought this on yourself. You brought this on yourself. Name another machine that make you want to have a beverage. Just random beverages for no reason. Name one. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead. Name one. I'm waiting. Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You should face the corner. You should be facing the wall. You should be sitting in timeout because that's not even right. Y'all don't even need to see the front. You just look at it right there from the back. This is terrible. This is awful. Mama, what you gotta say? I should use your fingernails to poke through these holes. This is awful. This is terrible. Look at this. This is terrible. Terrible and awful and awful and terrible and terrible and awful. And awful and terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. You know how you go to the school, you apologize, and your kids be out. I don't know what happened to him. He don't act like that at home. Right, ma'am. Right. We believe you. He doesn't act like that at home. This is the one time he only does it in public. We're like, that's not the time for him to act like that. I wish he would just do it at home. Not you. You in timeout. Please tell him to just do it at the house. Don't do it in front of nobody else. Let me brayer it. This is awful and terrible. Where did I even do with my brayer? I can't even think. This is terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. This is ridiculous. Don't get a premium fine point blade. Don't get any blade. Just get a new machine. Just joking. Don't go in debt. Like Delonda said, get a machine, but we don't have no lights. Y'all don't listen to me. I keep telling you, but you don't listen to me. Telling you not to listen to me. dealing with this drama. Nobody should be dealing with this drama. This is terrible. Infusible ink all dried up by now. I guess we could look at that and see how that turned out. This is terrible. This is awful. Let me try one more time. Don't listen to anything I said after save. Anything I said after save is just null and void. I should put my shirt on backwards so you'd be like, I don't know what the girl's shirt said. Something about crafting. Y'all better find somebody more competent. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm going to say some very choice words to this machine once this live is over. Trust and believe that. And I might turn it off of custom and just turn it on cuss. Just like you about to get cussed at. Because this ain't it. This ain't even right. It should be sinful. If you did right, there will be no reason for other people to have other cutting machines. They shouldn't even be in business, but no, you ruined your reputation. This is ridiculous. Nobody ruins your reputation but you. You are responsible for your actions. Let me put the Bible on this machine. Hold on. Because you need Jesus. Put that Bible right there. You just get it through osmosis. This ain't right. Okay, I think I got them all. Except one. This is terrible. This is terrible. Good thing I ate. Because, baby, I would have been eating flop dots. All right. I think we're good. You did this to yourself. You did your big one, didn't you? You want the people to see you looking dumb. All right, here. This is the first template I cut. And then I'm just cut this one down. I'll put this one down here. This is terrible. This is awful. Should I use magenta? Close your mouth. Should I use magenta? It does. It does, Elba. Should I use magenta, y'all, or should I use green? We do some because this ain't right. I'm gonna put it down here. Magenta, magenta. Well, not magenta. I'm using fuchsia chrome. I'll use fuchsia chrome. All right, and then I'm gonna cut this, and I'll give these away too. I'll give the two templates away. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. I should be cutting this. This was the first one from earlier. It's the one for now. Let's look at the bag. I should be giving the Cricut away, but put it right in a poly mailer. Something must have been on that. All right, I'm dropping the temperature down to 350. And time to 15 seconds. That's crazy. And what is that? Like, I don't even know where that came from, but whatever. Isn't that so cute? That's so cute. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh. It's the Cricut's fault. But so what you should know about Infusible, I don't know what this is. What you should know about Infusible ink is that, you know, it's going to come out of the package looking really dull, but then once you press it, like it's going to get the full vibrant result, right? And Infusible ink is sublimation ink, and the ink is in the fabric. So let me show you this up close. See that? It's in there. It's in the fibers. See that? Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. So cute. All right. All I have to do right here is brush in the rhinestones. Let's brush in the rhinestones. I'm brushing in fuchsia chrome, and this is the SS10. And the rhinestones come from Eve right here, the baby's booty. You can get it from her website. And you can get a small one like this. Like a small, you can get this size. Okay, so I'm going to pour a generous amount. Let's hide that. Pour a generous amount. Close it up. I cannot believe that Cricut did that. Okay, then I'm gonna brush it in. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute. Does anybody want that SS6? Remember, it wasn't perfect at all. Because I don't need to leave it down there if y'all don't even want it. And my feelings will not be hurt. Okay, it's kind of hard to hurt my feelings. You're like, girl, I tried to hurt your feelings. You didn't succeed. I don't have time for my feelings to be hurt. I got other stuff to do. I got naps to take and crafts to make. I don't have time for that. But if y'all want it, I'll put it, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it below the video in the description. Okay. He's on the 10th. Life is so short, y'all. No day is promised. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just brushing them in. Hopefully you feel confident about the process, and you don't feel scared. You feel like, you know, you can take whatever word, you know, if you haven't ever made any template, you haven't ever made a design in Silhouette Studio and you want to give it a try, I definitely suggest starting with an outline and then working your way up to, you know, filling it in. But definitely start with the outline first. Okay. That's my advice. I don't have any other tutorials, like a shorter, because some people don't like live crafting. You know, they prefer to get to it, like get to it, right? So, but I always go back after the live and I add chapters to the tutorial so you can go back and find the part where what you need to see. Okay. It's driving you nuts, Joan? Why? Okay. Right, so I have it all brushed in. So what I'm going to do is kind of just go over it with my finger, and see if I don't, make sure I don't have any doubles anywhere. This fuchsia chrome is so pretty. And make sure they're all face up. You'll know if they're not face up, because if you see the gray part on the back of the stone, then you need to flip it over. That's where the wax pen comes in handy. All right, so I have them all. Let's move this. Now, Eve does have tools on her website. Like she has a fancy bling brush, and she also has like a something that's called a rhinestone scoop, so you can scoop it up when you're finished, so they don't get in your way. All right, so now let's just pretend like those are all out of the way, right? I'm going to get some transfer, the KTM mask, right? This stuff right here, this was on this, it was on this roll. I just cut a piece that's big enough, and I'm going to put it on top of here. And this is what I use to transfer the rhinestones to the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to just do it fast. You do, Amanda? Eve, I was taking inventory of my rhinestones yesterday, and I wrote down some that I don't have because I don't know what happened. And I'm saying it with all the attitude. Somebody got an attitudinal problem, needs some adjusting. Me? I don't remember what movie that came from. Oh, Major Payne. Somebody got an attitudinal problem, needs some adjusting. Baby, from the what? Rooter to the tutor. All right, so I'm going over it, right? No, I have my own inventory sheet, Eve. And it's official. Hold on, right here. This is my official inventory sheet when I go back through here and look and see what I'm missing. And don't tell me it's not official, because it is. So here's my order form. Okay? Choose to know that. KTM mask is reusable. Okay, you can reuse this as long as it's still sticky. All right, so I'm gonna, make sure it's all on there. Blah, 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 right? You can go over with your brayer, and then you pick it up. It's what file on Creative Fabrica? What file? I just created this file. From the ruler to the tutor. Right, so I'm picking it up. And I'm going to lay all face up, and then I'm going to position it on top of this, right? So it's where it's supposed to be on the bag. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why do I give away stuff that I should be keeping? Milo. Why do I give away stuff that I should be keeping? Tell me. Milo, tell me. Milo, tell me. Oh my gosh. It's looking really good. Oh my gosh. So I'm just making sure that it's lining up on the outline where it should line up. And if it doesn't, you move the fabric until it does. That's with any template. Even if it's like mine, if the outline is not lining up where you want it, you move the fabric, position the fabric. But you still want to make sure it's all flat so it'll be pressed. Oh my gosh. Or one of them flipped over. I'll fix that one. I'm sorry for having my back to you. Okay. "15 seconds. They already trying to put me in a she shed. That would be a travesty. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, so I see two that are got out of place. So I'm gonna just put them back. Let me just pick up two from here, from this table right here. And I'm gonna use my wax pen. And because, you know, there's a lot of empty space on here, if I wanted to add more rhinestones in these places, I could. I think I will. Let me just add a few more in where it's white. You know, just adding them one by one with the tip of the wax pen. Because in the shamrock, I'm just filling it in. That's all I'm doing. I'm using the white tip of the wax pen. Eve, will you please put your website on in the chat so they can, I don't. If the shamrocks look too busy, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. While you're waiting, leave me a comment of something you learned. What's one thing you learned? And don't say patience. I learned how to be patient because you took forever. I learned how to be patient because you took forever, Delonda. That's what I learned, okay? Am I really gonna say patience? Are they gonna say patience? All right, let's press it one more time. I just filled it in. You better say you love it, Kendra Spirit. You better love it. You learn how to create a template. I would go. Can't leave. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Blue Lotus. You understand me, Eve? I got that Bible right on that thing. Ooh, hot, feeling hot, hot, hot. How you feeling? Hot, hot, hot. How you feeling? You don't like when I sing? Okay. Well, I don't like when you sing either. Your voice ain't better than mine. Don't look at me like that. He tried to tell me. I'm telling him. Good. Okay, everything. Thank you so much, Renee. Nope. Nothing on that thing. This is how it looks. Can't see the rhinestones really, really good. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, I bunched that up too big, too much. Let's see. See that? It's a little cute, but I don't know what happened right here. Y'all look at this. Like maybe coffee? Maybe it's coffee. Maybe put some peroxide on it or something. I'm gonna spray some peroxide. I'll get some before I send it out. I won't send this one out. I'll keep this one and I'll make another one. Okay, but look, it's cute. If Milo had thumbs, I'll let him model it for me, but he doesn't. Let's see. It's so cute, right? It's cute. It's so cute. All right. Thank you. All right, so let's look. Did we accomplish our goal to learn how to make a rhinestone template? Did we do that? Shout. Okay. We did that. We learned how to make a rhinestone template. Okay. Did we learn how to save the template as an SVG? Did we do that? Okay. Did we learn how to use infusible ink and rhinestones together? Did we do that? Okay, we accomplished all of our goals. Very good. Very, very good. All right, now let's do these giveaways. And I'm going to say my say and we're going to get out of here. Okay, I'm going to say my say. I'm going to get out of here. All right, so the first giveaway is for the first bag. Oh, and the first bag was this one. But let me write this down, y'all, because sometimes my brain is not so good. And I don't remember everything I said I was going to do. Okay, so I owe Ozella. She won a DTF. And then Meredith won a DTF. And I said I would, what did I say I would do? Did y'all say y'all wanted the SS6? Because I promise you will not hurt my feelings if you don't. If you do, okay. So I need to put the SS6, put the SS6 template in the description. Let me add that other file now, the first one from the first bag. Let me just please do it right now while we're still on here, because I already had that one saved. Okay, let me just do it right now while we're on here. And that would just be great if I can just get that done right now, so I won't have to remember to do that. Log in. Go to forms. Okay. Share page link, copy. Go here. Oh wait, go here. Here. You're gonna see it. For the first one, you have to sign up for my email. If you already signed up for my email, you're just going to click the link to grab it, to grab the file. So Control V. All right, so that one is there. I'm going to add the SS6. Okay, so now we got that. All right, so now for the first giveaway, we're doing the first bag. The first bag is this one, and you're just going to do lucky one, the number one. That's what you're typing in, lucky one. Let's go back, LUCKY 1, LUCKY 1, like that. Let me go to present, share screen, giveaway tool, share. Start collecting like that. Lucky one. Lucky one. And that's for this bag. You have to be in the United States. You have to be in the United States. You have to be in the United States. Lucky one. Lucky one. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Louise Slatton. Louise Slatton. Are you in the United States, Louise? Are you in the United States, Louise? Louise, are you in the United States? Louise, are you in the United States? Louise. Okay, perfect. All right, so the next giveaway is for template one. Template one. That's what you're typing in. Template one. Just like this. You're gonna type in template one. And that is for the template. The cutout template, so you can just brush it in. Okay, typing in template one. Have to be in the United States. Have to be in the United States. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have to be in the United States. Have to be in the United States. Karen Gilbert. Carry on, Karen. Carry on, honey. Okay, Karen Gilbert. All right. The next one is for bag 2. Bag 2. Bag 2. Bag 2. Bag 2. Have to be in the United States. Let me just say you have to be in the United States for all of them. Forever. Because I'm not shipping anything out of the country. Bag 2. Bag 2. All right, bag 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aquila 1011. Aquila. We're not doing noises. We're not doing any noises. All right, Aquila. She got bag 2. And template 2. Template 2. Congratulations to Aquila. The last one we're doing is template 2. Template 2. Template 2. Template 2. Template 2. Template 2. I cannot send this like this. I'm gonna have to redo this. This is dirty. I cannot send it like this. It's bad. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's for the second template. Marshall Jackson. Yay! All right, Marshall, I already have your address. All right, if you are a winner, let me stop sharing. Let me also say that, Marshall, do you want a template? Because I know you don't really use rhinestones. Do you want a template or do you want the dirty bag? And I could just make Akila another bag. I know how you feel about rhinestones. Let me know. Thank you. Bye, Miss Watts. You want the template? Okay, perfect. All right. If you are a winner, except Marshall and Meredith and Ozella, I have y'all's mailing addresses already. Everyone else, please send me an email with your mailing address to craftingwithdelonda@gmail.com. Craftingwithdelonda@gmail.com. You have 48 hours to send me your mailing address to my email, and I will get this shipped out to you. Now, please, if you don't mind, if you just go ahead and send it to me tonight, that would be fantastic, because my husband takes my stuff to the post office the very next day. Like, as soon as he sees it on the table, he'll take it. So if you send me your mailing address tonight, I promise you it's going out in the morning, because I don't like to have that lingering over my head. I like to just get it out. Hopefully you have found this time valuable and you learned something. I tried to be very thorough. I appreciate so much for still being here with me. I don't take it lightly. I know that, when you give somebody your time, you're actually giving them something that they can't get back. That's why I feel the way I feel about, I don't know, super chat, because I feel like you're already paying me in time. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate you. Y'all, let me say what I say about road rage. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. People are going through stuff, especially like in this economy. People are having tough times. And a lot of times when people are frustrated, they take it out on the road. And I don't know why. They might be in their car. Maybe they don't have good music. Maybe that's it. They don't have good music. They need good music. If they had good music, they wouldn't be having road rage. Because, baby, I have a full, the music is up. Okay, it's up. When I tell you I have a full concert in my car, I don't even know anything about anybody trying to like cut me off. Like, I don't get into road rage like that. I just don't. It's not my thing. Nobody can ever make me that angry where I'm like, I'm gonna give you the right finger of fellowship. We don't need to do that. You don't need to give anybody any fingers of any kind. You need, I'm gonna tell them how I feel. They don't need to know how you feel, because they don't even care about how you feel. Because if they cared about how you felt, they wouldn't have been rushing to get to the red light. Okay? So just tell yourself they're having a bad day, or maybe they have to use the bathroom and you're in the way. Okay? Just tell yourself that. If you tell yourself you're in the way, then you won't be worried about it. Okay? That's just how I feel. I don't get involved in road rage. It's not worth it. Those people don't care about you. They will run you off the road. Just don't involve yourself. When you leave your house, your goal should be to get back to your house. And when I was going to work and I had to leave this house, I promise you I was late every day. I was gonna be late. It was, baby. I don't even know what the school looked like before 7:50, and I was supposed to be there at 7:40. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, so just don't involve yourself. It's not worth it. Let me let y'all say bye to Milo. I appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you are, I know you already subscribed, because I got it on subscribers only. I put the first SVG down there already. I promise you, when I finish with this, I am going to package up the stuff that I need to ship out because that's important to me. It's very important to me that I package that stuff. I don't like people waiting because if I win something, I want it that day. I don't, what you mean I got to wait for the post office to send it? What? No, I want it that day. Okay, so it's coming, it's going out tomorrow. Let y'all say bye to Milo. And if nobody has told you they love you, I love you. I love you. That's why I don't want y'all to be involved in road rage. Okay, Milo, do we want them to be involved in road rage? We don't. Do we like road rage? We don't. We don't even like that kind of stuff, do we? We don't. Does it make us super, super sad? It make us super, super sad. It make us super, super sad. We get super, super sad about it. Yeah. Come on. All right. Say bye to the people. You say bye to the people? Say bye to the people. Bye to the people. Bye to the people. Oh, we're not doing sugar. We're not doing sugar. Say bye to the people. You say bye to the people? All right. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. I'll be live tomorrow, but we'll be doing Romeo Wednesday. It's Romeo Wednesday. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Send me your stuff. Bye.